Hello everybody, Cyan here, and welcome back to another episode of Read Only Memories. Now let's see, where did we leave off? Oh, we're at the Neo San Francisco Police Department. Now let's talk to this ROM. Welcome to the Richmond District Neo San Francisco Police Station, citizens Cyan. How may I be of assistance today? Right, alright, so we were looking for Detective Lexi. Because she could help us get into our friend Hayden's apartment. I'm looking for Detective Lexi Rivers. Tell her it's Cyan. Please give me a few moments to get in contact with Detective Rivers. Thank you for your patience. Unfortunately, Detective Rivers is out on assignment at the moment, but she has given me her authorization to send you her way. You can find her by the Carousel Building in Golden Gate Park, but I will caution you to exert care. She is working an investigation right now, and we are not responsible for your safety should you approach. Is there anything else I can help you with? Yeah, that's fine. Have a good day, citizen Cyan. So Golden Gate Park, is that on our map? Yeah, it is. Now that's the Stardust Club. There we go, Golden Gate Park. Let's go. A water ROM. This is a public park ROM. It roams its designated area to offer water and directions to tourists. It also takes tips. Hello, I'm Alfie18I83. How may I help you? Would you like some cool, refreshing water? Sure, I'll take some water. Sure thing, please wait. Okay, here you go. Water. Oh, that's cool. Water levels, okay. Would you care to donate some credits to the ROM Recycling for a Greener Earth Foundation? Yeah, fine. I like a greener Earth. I'm an eco-conscious man. Thank you so much. Looks like he's taking a photo of his ROM. Do you think I'd look nice in that hat, Sayonara? Yeah, wouldn't hurt to try. I'll take you shopping sometime. I'd really love that, Cyan. Maybe it would look better in orange? Or green? Perhaps a mauve. Doring is so cute. Oh shit. A broken, beat-up Froyo stand. It was in the newspaper. You read OK Today, right? Oh yeah! Last time I read OK Today, there was a rogue ROM who went and broke up this Froyo stand. Very distraught owner of a very destroyed Froyo stand. Can't you see I'm busy here? Okay then. That's Lexi. Wow. You have some weird... Almost looks like Demi-Fiend's tattoos from Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne. Anyways, let's talk to her. Hey, Cyan, long time. Give me a few minutes to wrap this up before you start twisting my arm about whatever you need, okay? Yeah, I swear, you wouldn't believe the amount of paperwork I have to file over a damn wrecked Froyo stand. By the way, how's your sister doing? She's fine. I don't know if you've heard, but we got some phantom robot on the loose that everyone is calling Wonder Boy. Supposed to be a hero of the people or something, but I have no idea what smashing a Froyo stand has to do with it. I think it's just a bunch of kids screwing around at night and committing some light vandalism. But the brass said to take it seriously, so that's what I'm gonna do. Not like I don't have any real cases I could be working on or actual criminals to be hunting down. If I had known that this is all they would give me, I never would have transferred. What's their problem with you? I'm too young for full detective. I'm too big of a hothead. I've got a history. I've got implants. Take your pick. I transferred because the credits were good. I thought being in a bigger city would mean I'd get to work some bigger cases. Instead, I'm stuck chasing ghosts and dead ends. So, yeah. I have plenty of time to spare to help you with whatever you've got, Cyan. It's gotta be better than dealing with this crap. Looks like it would be better than dealing with this. Hold on one sec, let me finish up with this guy. So, fill me in. What's going on? An old friend of mine, Hayden, has gone missing. Shoot, that's no good. I'm sorry. How long have they been gone? If it's been less than 48 hours, I can't start doing anything officially. I can't even really argue with that rule. They'll probably show up eventually. Maybe they just went on a trip. Unfortunately, Detective, things are a bit more serious than that. I am Hayden's personal ROM, and I was witness to his kidnapping. Just prior to being taken, my owner instructed me to seek help should anything bad happen. Now I believe he was expecting it. I've enlisted Cyan for his assistance. Yeah, that's right. We're on the case. I can assure you Hayden was taken by force, and that time is of the essence. We need your help if we're going to track him down. Shoot. In that case, you should forward me your video of him being abducted, and I'll open an investigation. I'm not sure I'd be put on the case. Conflict of interest and all, but I can keep tabs on things for you. I was hoping you could keep this off the books. Yes, Hayden is a senior researcher at Parallax, and I know he was working on some very high-profile projects for the company. It's quite likely that he was taken by somebody with enough money and influence to ensure an official investigation goes nowhere. You yourself have already cast doubt on your superior's judgment. Furthermore, we know there is already some kind of investigation currently ongoing. We were stopped from entering Hayden's apartment by an NSFPD ROM. You know, you're a bit chattier than most ROMs. I guess it makes sense that Parallax gets the shiniest new toys, huh? I'll see what's going on in the department. I don't know what I can do if someone inside is actually dirty, but I can pass information to you if I decide my superiors aren't taking the investigation seriously. They wouldn't have left only one bot in charge if it was something important. Hopefully it's unrelated. I'll get back to you on it soon. Just relax and we'll figure this out. Promise. Did you just radio the guard to let us in? No way. Not gonna happen. If there's already an investigation, I'm not gonna just let you waltz in and tamper with evidence. At least give me a day to make sure they're doing the job right. What happened? You used to play by your own rules, Lexi.
You used to play by your own rules. Be a loose cannon cop.
Don't try to pull that guilt shit on me, Cyan. I know you, and I have gotten into a few scrapes in the past, and that kind of stuff gets real old after a while. That's why I took this nice, stable job in the city. If I'd done it sooner, I'd still be with your sister. You're gonna put his life in danger because you don't want to stir the pot? Damn it. You know that isn't what I meant. You don't even have any proof that there's dirty cops in on it. We can't work on assumptions and guesses. You think me feeding info to a journalist of all people isn't bad enough? We'll have a better shot at this if we work at it both ends. Alright, fine. I'll get you in the damned apartment. Just be careful, okay? I know you think I'm just being paranoid, but the city is tense right now. With the protests and everything going on, you might be poking around in a hornet's nest. Get a weapon of some kind if you're going to poke around. And stay safe. I care about you. Oh, she's so cute. Thanks, Lexi. I'll be careful. You do that. I'll radio ahead to the bot at the place. Let me know what you find out. Alright, I'd better get out of here. Hey you, Froyo guy. Come along to the station and we'll get this report filed.
Oh, me? But I'm gonna attend my stand.
Cut the crap. It's not going anywhere, and the robot and I posted will make sure nobody messes with the crime scene.
Yes, ma'am.
Later, Cyan. I'll be in touch. Oh, the headphones. The chatter of the Neo SFPD police stream fills your ears. Is this even legal? I've seen enough superhero movies to know that nobody cares. Okay, so we can go to Hayden's apartment now. Alt citizen, this area has been cordoned off by the Neo San Francisco Police Department as part of an ongoing investigations. I apologize for the inconvenience, but I am not authorized to allow anyone to enter this location. I have permission from Detective Lexi Rivers. One moment, citizen, while I verify Detective Rivers' authorization. Authorization obtained. Good luck with your investigation, citizen. I caution you to restrict your observations to the visual, though, as there has not been an officer in to check the scene personally. Let's go. Holy Nikes. What the hell? What? Oh no. No, our apartment. What did they do to my home? Who could have done this? Jeez, that graffiti looks like Human Revolution stuff.
Deus Ex, Human Revolution. I never asked for this.
Why would they come after us, though? Why would they break our things? I don't know what to do, Cyan. This place, these items, they're all I have of Hayden. What if he's gone for good? What will I do if we can't find him? Don't worry, Turing, we'll find him. You're right. I apologize for the emotional outburst, Cyan. Let's look around and see if we can't find the data cache in all this mess. We don't have time to waste on my histrionics. You are eloquent. He was marred by graffiti and splintered glass. Tech scum. I think you're right about this being Human Revolution propaganda, but I don't know why they'd come after Hayden. I know they don't like Parallax because they think advanced technology in general is bad, but they spend most of their time going after hybrids and cyborgs. That's why they're protesting at Genus now. I'll run some deep meshnet searches and see if anything turns up. Oh, he broke his TV. The ROM piece had been embedded into the high-res screen. Pure. Humanity has changed rapidly in the last century. Hybridization of the human genome and a wide variety of cybernetic augmentations has, in the Human Revolution's viewpoint, diluted the purity and strength of the species. This desk is empty? The desk has been ransacked and tagged with spray paint. I think the data cache is gone, Cyan. We've searched everywhere, and it just isn't here. I hate to return to Tomcat empty-handed, but this leaves us twisting in the wind. Perhaps they can point us in a new direction. The data cache is no longer our main objective, but it would be nice to know where it is and why it was taken. Maybe someone's framing Human Revolution? I mean, Turing was saying that they're only targeting hybrids and cyborgs right now. That's a distinct possibility, Cyan. I just don't have enough personal experience with the human revolution to give you an honest answer. The information on the meshnet is extremely conflicting and desperately polarized. Some of it paints them as neo-druid nature lovers, others parts as bigoted Luddites stuck in the past. Perhaps we could— What? The Cyan? What the hell? Did we just get EMP'd? Oh god, chapter 2. Oh boy. I live! Cyan! Thank goodness you're finally awake. I've spent the past 30 minutes calculating the odds of you being indefinitely incapacitated or immobilized. I'm relieved to find my pessimism was misplaced, and that you appear to be okay. My head is killing me. What happened? Someone ambushed us at the apartment. After you collapsed, my power systems were jammed by whoever attacked us. It took me 10 minutes to reboot and call an ambulance. When we left, I noticed they had done the same thing to the NSFPD ROM that was standing post. It takes a lot of power to crash one of those, even temporarily. What's strange is that there isn't evidence of any impact trauma to your head at all. The doctors were originally worried that you may have suffered a concussion, but thankfully that isn't the case. My best calculations indicate you were hit with some kind of neurological scrambler. They are serious military hardware and difficult to obtain, and that type of non-lethal electrical field would interrupt my systems as well. A mil-spec neuroscrambler is my best deduction. Why did they just attack us and leave? If we walked in on them while they were searching the apartment for Hayden's files, I can understand them stunning us to make their escape. But the probability that they're actually after me, or rather, the research behind my creation, seems high. Leaving me while I was so vulnerable makes no sense. Who do you think did this? Perhaps a big multinational corporation, or even an actual government? I now believe my original hypothesis to have been correct. Hayden must have been kidnapped by a powerful organization looking to get control of his research. Trashing our apartment may have been a cover for the theft of that data cache we were looking for. Maybe they want you to lead them to the rest of Hayden's research? Maybe they put a tracker on you. A reasonable deduction, Cyan. We'll have to be careful from here on out, so as to prevent our stalkers from snatching our prize from us. If they don't have Hayden's research yet, we may still have time to rescue him before something really bad happens to him. Did you see who hit us? No, I didn't. They hit us from behind, and nothing showed up on my optics before I was disrupted. They either had cloaking of some kind, or were just very carefully making their way into the apartment. My optics, while not top of the line, are better than an off-the-shelf ROM's. I should have been able to detect any thermal changes from someone being there. It was a ghost. Did they just sneak in the front door while we were there rummaging? My RAM got scrambled. I lost a few seconds of memory that hadn't yet been written into my data drive. Anyway, these nurses told me they do want you to stay overnight for observation, Cyan. Sound precaution to be sure. But if we were hit with a neuroscrambler, not a blunt object, it's a waste of time. I won't presume to make medical decisions for you, but perhaps we should pressure them for your release today? It's just, Hayden's trail is getting cold. Oh, before I forget, here are your belongings. The nurses had me hold on to them for you until you awoke. Here's your ID card. Don't lose this again. Yeah. Here are those headphones you reviewed. Yeah. I noticed the article on your computer before. Good job getting published. And here's your spoiled milk. Oh god, I forgot I had that. Ew. Luckily, the hospital staff didn't find you carrying a carton of spoiled milk around to be cause for concern. And finally, here's your commemorative glass of water that you got from Alfie. Looks like it got broken. Now all we have is this broken commemorative glass. Okay. Also, your bag got wet. Maybe we should just throw it away. You're right, you wouldn't want to cut yourself. It's for the best. Just let me know when you want to leave.
Ah, excuse me. I do not mean to be a busybody, but you see, visitors are so rare these days. Have I overheard that your friend has gone missing? Who is that? Who? What? You're familiar. Seems he's your roommate. Ah, better now. Once again, I'm sorry for being nosy, but were you perhaps speaking of Hayden Weather? He is an old friend of mine, and I would be most concerned if it indeed were he whom you were discussing. Is everything all right? Who are you? Ah, of course. I have not yet introduced myself. You are quite right to be wary, assuming the serious nature of what I overheard. My name is Dr. Yannick Fairlight, and I am the founder and former CEO of System 1 Software, now a Parallax company.
He is telling the truth, at least as far as I can intuit from the information on the meshnet. And I do recall Hayden mentioning a Dr. Fairlight at least once in passing at some point.
Ah, I see. Confirmation of my identity.
Were you listening in our conversation?
I apologize for that. It isn't difficult to overhear bits of conversation in this room. I may not regret it. However, if this situation indeed concerns us both, perhaps we can help each other. I will not press you for information, but perhaps I can be of some assistance. I remember my association with Hayden fondly, and I would be happy to help in any way I can. I have nothing better to do, regardless.
How did you meet Hayden?
Hayden and I made our acquaintance when Parallax and my company underwent a merger. At the time, Hayden was merely a young hotshot researcher working for the search data correlation sector. He was assigned to find the best ways to integrate Parallax's own collection and analysis tools into System 1's LIPS operating system. He was a bit much to handle at times, honestly, but I admired his passion for the subject.
Did you say former CEO?
Ah, yes, former. I accepted a lower position after the merger with Parallax, though that too did not last. The new board of directors and I had a difference of opinion about the direction of the new company should take. The distributed meshnet that current generation ROMs use was, at the time, highly experimental. I felt that a non-centralized data scheme was dangerous, both from an internal and external threats. I have been proven wrong so far, but the security work that goes into maintaining the integrity of the meshnet is incredibly expensive. There were other disagreements, but in the end I was voted off the board of directors and exited from the company. It would be dishonest to say that there are no hard feelings, but I am still a very wealthy man. I have found other projects to occupy my time.
Do you know anything about Hayden's research?
His research? No, not so much. I remember at the time he had interest in advanced machine sapiens. But that is the realm of science fiction. Not anymore. He once showed me a prototype of his. She was quite clever and very convincing, but you could tell she did not contain the spark of life. I assume that you are another of his creations?
Yes, I am. I'm sorry, I didn't introduce myself. My name is Turing, and he is Cyan. Did you say she?
Ah, yes. She was quite insistent on the fact over the course of my conversation with her. Hayden said that she'd picked out the color for her casing herself, pastel pink. Still, I must assume you're far more advanced than she if you're spearheading the search for your creator. Perhaps I should have had more faith in Hayden's little hobby.
Do you know what became of her? Or where she might be now? Hayden has told me so little of his past research.
I'm sorry, Turing. It was a long time ago, and I'm afraid my memory is not what it used to be. If I ever knew any more about her, I have forgotten, although I still have some connections within Parallax. Should I stumble over any information about your erstwhile sibling, I will pass it your way.
Thank you, Dr. Fairlight.
Let me ask about something else. Of course, ask away. What are you doing here? It is quite the coincidence that we find ourselves here sharing a room, but such things happen from time to time. It's not so mysterious. It's up to us to seize opportunity when it appears. I am getting a bit on in years, and this chair you find me is an advanced diagnostic and life support ROM. Its development is one of my hobbies, so to speak. It monitors my vitals and administers medication as necessary to keep my body stable. I likely would have perished long ago without it, or at least would have been severely bedridden. It requires frequent maintenance. I'm here at the hospital to have it serviced. Unfortunately, many critically injured patients were rushed to surgery all at once, and my appointment has been pushed back. The hospital administrators were concerned about me, thus they placed me here in a room with a quiet patient so that I could continue my work while waiting. I do not think they expected you to awaken quite as quickly as you did. How can you help? Ah, well, I can think of a few ways. I still have some contacts in Parallax, and I can pull out some quiet feelers. Maybe they will know something. Other than that, I'm not sure what I can do, but I'm wealthy and bored. Oh, I'm sure I'll come up with something. Heh. I like this guy. He's a cool old man. Perhaps you can fill me in a bit more on the investigation so we can figure out how I can best help? What did you find at Hayden's apartment?
The first time we went, nothing, but when we went back to gather up his computer's data cache, the place had been pillaged, and the human revolution had sprayed painted slogans all over the walls. Hayden's computer was gone, and we were assaulted. We're still frustratingly in the dark and running out of time. I fear Hayden is slipping out of reach. I am failing him. Oh, Turing.
I'm sorry to hear that. What do you want? What do I want? It would be nice to be young again and off exploring uncharted ruins, or taking a nice zero-G trip and seeing the world spin. But, right now, with you two, I simply wish to help. I have the resources, and it sounds like our mutual friend is in trouble.
It's been very interesting speaking to you, Dr. Fairlight. Right, Cyan?
Are you sure we can trust him, Turing?
I don't think we have any choice, Cyan.
I I understand your reluctance to involve me. I do hope I can earn your trust. Ah, I think I have a lead for you to follow up on, just off the top of my head. You said you found Human Revolution slogans spray-painted on the walls. I am acquaintances with the man leading the current Human Revolution protests at the Genus Clinic. His name is Brian Mulberry. Cranberry? After an introduction from me, you may be willing to shine some light on that peculiar event. If it was just some hot-headed youths from the organization, it should be an easy cleanup. If not, that's useful information in itself. How do you know this Brian Mulberry person? Well, when I exited Parallax after the merger, I sought out like-minded individuals to put pressure on the company to avoid full deployment of the MeshNet system. Brian Mulberry was one such person. We did not succeed in our efforts, but a high-profile breach of Parallax's servers did force them to put vastly larger efforts into the network security than they had planned. A great expenditure of resources I had been hoping to avoid. You're involved with the Human Revolution? No. Not in this lifetime. Even if so desired, I don't think they would approve much of my work. While Mr. Mulberry and I were associated with each other once, it was before he joined the Human Revolution. I find their methodology too aggressive and their stated goals dangerously backwards. While I pushed for careful deployment of technology after the Parallax System 1 merger, I am no Luddite. After all, I would likely be dead without the advanced medical and computing technology that goes into this chair here. Thank you for helping us out like this. I will send a message downstairs to my assistant, Leon Decker. Hey, a Decker. Like hacking with your mind. That's really cool. He will hand you one of my cards to prove your association with me to Mr. Mulberry. Make sure you speak to him before you leave. In the meantime, I will get in touch with some other individuals I know and try to find out any other information about Hayden that I might be able to pass to you. I will be in contact. It was a pleasure meeting you both. Let's get going, Turing. Of course. Please do not let me delay you any further. Good luck, Turing. I do not think Hayden's faith in you is misplaced. You are an impressive piece of technology. Thank you, Dr. Fairlight. We'll be in touch. Should I call downstairs to have you discharged, Sayonara? Yeah, let's go. You're one lucky dog, Cyan. Didn't I tell you to be careful? Did you get it now? I can't be around to pull your ass out of fire all the time anymore. I don't even know how I would have handled the Board of Inquiry and your sister if you'd actually been hurt. I'm sorry, Detective Rivers. Our assailant got the drop on us due to my negligence and lack of technical prowess. This is all because of my failure, not Cyan's. Oh, come on, Turing, don't be so hard on yourself. Blame me, not him. It's my fault, not his. No, stop! Yeah, because the robot fresh off the assembly line is going to know how to handle this kind of thing better than the supposedly hard-boiled journalist you're carting around. Well, actually... Detective Rivers, I think I'll tell you the whole truth since Sayonara trusts you. Keep it under your hat, though, metaphorically. I am actually a prototype designed to be the first fully sapient machine. I suspect my creation is the main reason for Hayden's disappearance, beyond his normal research for Parallax. My name is Turing. That is a damn bigger problem than you first let on then, huh? The first machine sapient. People are gonna have things to say about that. You sure know how to get yourself dropped in the drink, Cyan. Just get it together, both of you. I really care about you, but it sounds like you're stumbling into a really dangerous situation, Cyan. Also, I'm starting to think that you were right. Someone higher up in the department is trying to delay the investigation into Hayden's disappearance. Oh, that's what you meant. Okay. I filled out the full report and was then informed in no uncertain terms that I was to wait the entire 48 hours before opening an official case. And that's after the break-in and vandalization of his apartment was reported. It's not being squashed completely, so I don't think anyone's been bought, but somebody definitely has some influence, enough to buy themselves time by forcing me to follow protocol to a T. Not that I will, but I'm gonna have to keep things quiet. So stop messing around, Cyan. There's certainly a story here, but if you keep bumbling around, you'll blow it. Just be careful, okay? I've got a bad feeling about this. I'd really rather you not be involved at all, but I know that isn't gonna happen at this point. I just have a hunch that people are going to end up dead over this. I don't want you to be one of them. And I really don't want to be the one making that call to your sister. Please. I'll be careful, I promise. Yeah, I know. Just here. A zapper? Take this and use it if you have to. Is this the same thing we got hit with? It's not. This is a medium-range electro-laser pistol. It uses a low-power laser to create a channel of ionized gas to complete a circuit between the gun and the target, then discharges a considerable amount of current into the air. Think of it as a wireless taser of the old variety. Oh, so it's like a stun gun. The neural scrambler we were attacked with uses a powerful electromagnetic field to disrupt electrical signals in the target's nervous system. It's far more dangerous, and prone to be permanently damaging to the target, but you got lucky. Of course I did. I've got main character syndrome. This is a more suitable personal defense weapon, and it is legal to carry a Neo SF without a license. Wow! Legal to carry a firearm. Or, technically a police-issue stun gun. In California? Who would have guessed it? Thanks, I hope I won't need it. Me too, Cyan. I'll be in touch if I find anything out, but don't hold your breath. I have a feeling my superiors are gonna keep leaning on me to do nothing. Back to the grind, I guess. See ya. Stay safe. You'd best talk to the receptionist Rom at the desk and officially check out before we go anywhere. We should also look for Dr. Fairlight's assistant, Mr. Decker. He should be somewhere around. Oh boy. That was a lot of information. Anyways, I'm gonna end the episode off right here, actually. So, let me just make a save. Alright. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like the video, comment on the video, and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Sayonara!